In this video, I'm just going to spend a couple minutes going through kind of the logistics of the garden, how I did my irrigation, how I did my beds, soil, things like that. So if you're starting a garden, I just started this garden about a year ago, and I started it with 3 beds, and then I added 3 more beds in the spring, as well as the in-ground row. So I'm in zone 9B in Florida, which is Central Florida. Specifically, I'm in Bradenton, and we get really hot summers, so really our growing season starts about late September and goes through early June. So for irrigation, you can see my compost bin right there. That's my well pump up there. So I had a hose bib installed on top of the well pump, and I bought a steel braided hose line off Amazon and then trenched it and buried it underground through here. And then I use this cypress mulch all around the beds for weed control, but it also is nice because you can hide irrigation lines under it and you don't have to fully bury them. So all my beds, the irrigation lines are running under the mulch, so if I need to move something or replace a hose, it's really easy to do because you just move the mulch back. So you can see where the irrigation line comes into this kind of above ground hose bib that I've got, and then I've just got splitters on it, and then I use these beehive hose timers. When I first started doing this, they didn't have a multi-zone hose timer, they just had these single zones, so I have 3 of those for the first 3 beds. And then last year in the spring I bought this 4-zone beehive, and this one's nice because I've got the other 3 beds plus the ground row on that. And I don't have enough water pressure to run all these at once, so I've got them staggered. And it's all, you can control it over your phone, and it's all internet connected, so it knows if there's rain, it won't water, and it knows, you can control it from your house and see the reports and everything. And then over here, I've been asked a lot about deer because we are kind of out in the country and we have a ton of deer. So this is, I think it's made by Orbit, and it's a motion controlled sprinkler, and it works really well. I've had almost 0 deer problems because this thing at night, it only runs at night. You can set it to run during the day, but I don't really have an issue with deer during the day, so I just run it at night, and that way I don't get sprayed when I come out here. And it will go ahead and run. And it scares off the deer because it sounds like an old school sprinkler. Other than that, I got these aluminum tables on Amazon that I really like because they don't rust out. They have holes all through them, so if I'm starting seedlings, you can water right on them and water just goes through. Use these when I'm mixing up fertilizer. The beds are all, these steel beds that don't rust. They're really easy to assemble. And then I filled each one with raised bed soil that I bought. It did take a lot and it was expensive. I think each one of these took about almost half a pallet, a little under half a pallet of bags. I can't remember how many bags that was, maybe 30 bags of soil, something like that, to get it to one foot. They're 8x4 beds, so I guess it'd be 32 cubic feet per bed. And then I used the compost to amend it, as well as bone meal, blood meal, and other organic fertilizers. I use a lot of fish emulsion. So yeah, that's just kind of a quick, logistics around the garden.